Feel the sun pouring down on your face. And as it pours down on your face, I want you to let it lighten your body. And by that, I don't mean just the sun light. I mean, let it go. Let the tension out. Kind of as if the sun was some sort of warm honey pouring over your head. Or like someone pouring warm water over your hair to wash it. And just let the sunlight wash out all the tension on your face. From the crown of your head down into your temples, into your furrowed brow. Just let it wash out. How does that feel? Maybe parting your lips slightly. Releasing that jaw and the tension in the jaw, letting the sunlight release that tension. Now, as we move down into the throat, I want you to swallow a couple of times. Just release anything that doesn't serve you. Maybe there are things that you said this week to someone that you didn't mean to say, that you wish you could take back. Maybe there are things that you didn't say that you wanted to say. Right now, in this moment, in your imaginary field of beauty with the sun shining on you, just swallow a few times to release those things and let them go. Acknowledge and let go. Then moving down into your shoulders and your arms, I want you to imagine that you can touch the grass you're laying on. And that as the sun shines down on your shoulders and your arms, that you really connect with the ground, that you can feel the grass with your hands. Maybe not with your arms because that might be itchy. But you can touch the grass with your hands and maybe run your fingers over a blade of grass. And just feel that connection to the earth. Wiggle your fingers a little bit. Maybe lift your arms up a little bit off your body and circle your wrists one way and then another. And then gently placing those arms back down on the ground. Let's breathe in together and open mouth exhale. Coming back to that breath, right? And then continue to breathe normally. I want you to place your hands on your body, on the trunk, your right hand on your chest, and your left hand on your solar plexus or your belly area, just underneath your rib cage. And just breathe deeply here. Feel the rise and fall of your nourishing breath, that life-giving breath. Without it, where would we be? Just in gratitude, take a couple of full inhales and open mouth exhales. Beautiful. And then turning your attention to your pelvis, your glutes, feeling the connection to the mat with those things. sending your exhales into those areas to release tension. We hold a lot of stress and anxiety in our hips. Feel that sun pouring down on you and let it go. Maybe while you're sitting in this moment, think about your breath and recognize that space where the inhale turns into an exhale. There's a little pause, right? And then where the exhale becomes the inhale. Maybe even holding your breath for just an instant at the top before it becomes an exhale, and then at the bottom before it becomes an inhale. Now coming down into your legs, your hamstrings and your quads, your knees and your kneecaps and behind the knee, maybe gently rolling your legs back and forth just a little bit. Your shins and your calves. Yes. Then down into your ankles, maybe turning your ankles a little bit one way and then the other. Some snap, crackle, pop this morning, right? And then wiggling your toes, crunching them up and letting them go. We grip those toes all week long in socks and shoes. Just let the sunlight pour over you and open you up to possibilities today during our restorative yoga. You should know that during restorative yoga, oftentimes emotions come up, and it's okay. You can release those emotions. This is a safe space. The goal for today is rest. The goal for today is release. And many of the movements we're going to do will not only help you physically to release myofascial tension, it will help with your digestion. It will help with soreness if you're someone who works out regularly. But it will also help with your mind, with anxiety and stress and tension. So just be open to the stillness, because we will hold most of our positions for 5 to 10 minutes each. So just having an open mind and body is important. Now coming back to the space, leaving that beautiful open field where you were laying on the grass. Blink your eyes open. Wiggle those fingers and toes. And then if you're using props like the bolster, just move those out of the way and just sit up for 1 minute so I can show you our first restorative pose that we're going to get into. For this pose, you might need your blanket rolled up if you like a blanket underneath your neck to support your neck. But I really want to show you how to get into this pose, because it seems easy, but it can be difficult. So we're going to do legs up the wall. So to get into legs up the wall, you want to actually put your caboose up against the wall. So if you sit like this, and then, it's not very graceful, but this is what it looks like. You're going to go down and you're going to just kind of like flip your legs up on the wall. The goal is to be flush with the wall. So you want like your hamstrings and the lower part of your glutes to be on the wall. And then if there's a lot of tension in the back of your leg, which for me there is, you can open your ankles a little bit so that your toes are kind of out in a V. Also, some variations is you can do butterfly or bound angle here, okay, and keep your hands here on your knees. You can go wide if you want. There's so many different variations. And your arms can just be out. They can be on your body. They can be goal posted. And again, you can put this blanket up underneath your head and then just settle in. Again, we'll be here for about 5 to 7 minutes in this pose. Legs up the wall, or waterfall pose, it's sometimes called. So go ahead and get yourself situated. Beautiful. If I can help you in any way, just wave your hand and I'll come over to you. You all good? Okay. All right, just settle in. Remember, we're breathing in that intention for today or that focus. And we're exhaling and letting everything else go. If we hear outside sounds, acknowledge them and then let them go. Okay, to come out of legs up the wall, you're gonna gently roll to one side so that your knees are kind of squeezed up next to you. Maybe your feet are flat against the wall. Okay, and just lay here on your side for a second, just kind of regrouping. Legs up the wall is a great thing to do right after working out, very like intensely with weights and things too, because it kind of gets your circulation going back into your body. It's also really great for the digestive tract. So, and that's definitely something you can do to start out your day in the morning too. Like you can even do that in your bed up against the headboard. All right, on your next inhale, push yourself back up. onto us, just sit real comfortable, and I'll get us into the next pose. All right, so the next pose you're gonna need your bolster for. This is the bolster. And I like to put a blanket up on the bolster as an extra pillow. So you can do that if you'd like. And then you need your sandbag. The sandbag is such a treat. So it's this green thing with the lotus flower on it. So grab that and just lay it next to you, because I will come around and put that on you if you want it, okay? So for supported child's pose, you're gonna have your bolster here with the blanket on top of it, and you're gonna put your big toes together, knees as wide as the mat, and then walk your pelvis up to the edge of your bolster. And you're gonna come forward and lay on your bolster, either with your forehead down into the blanket, or you can pick a cheek, and halfway through I'll tell you when to switch. And then you can hug the bolster, or you can have your arms out really, or you can have your arms next to the bolster, whatever's comfy for you. And then just settle in again, just like a regular child's pose. You want to push your hips back towards your heels. Yep, you look great, Terry. If you need help getting cozy, just wave and I can come help you. You all look really good. All right, now I'm gonna come around. We can put this sandbag on the back of on your lower back and just kind of ground you a little bit. So if you do not want the sandbag on your lower back, wave your hand now. Okay, everybody does. Are you comfortable with that? Okay. I kind of like it on my forehead too, but some people are not comfortable with that. You comfy, Cindy? Yeah. Okay. You're like a frog. Look at you. Okay. Do you need anything? Besides the sandbag? Okay. All right, just settle into the stillness. Okay, if you're on one cheek, I want you to lift your face up and switch your cheeks out. If you're on your forehead, lift up your head for just a second, take a deep breath in, then exhale and put it back down. On your next inhale, I'm going to come around and remove the sandbag. As soon as you feel me remove the sandbag, I want you to push yourself back into a regular child's pose, maybe removing your props or just using the bolster to rest your hands on. Just push yourself back and kind of release it a little bit because we've been in a forward position. So just once your sandbag's off of your back, you're just gonna kind of push the bolster forward and push yourself back, kind of stretching out into an actual child's pose. Then inhale, walk your hands back to your knees and find a seat, and I'll get you into the next pose. All right, the next, we're gonna do both sides. We're gonna do a supported pigeon. So pigeon is a hip stretch and it can sometimes be very intense. So using the bolster just kind of helps us with that. So move the bolster just kind of to the left of your mat, kind of left front. And then we're going to position our left leg in a 90-degree angle across the end of that bolster, or not on the bolster, but at the end of the bolster. Okay, now here comes the intense part. We're gonna push up so that our right leg is long behind us, and then we're gonna lay out on the bolster. Now again, this is one where you can use a blanket if you need extra cushion for your forehead, if you've got a hard head, okay? And you can press your foot up against the wall if you like that kind of tension. And then you can hold the bolster either on the sides, or you can put your arms out long and put your head between them. There's lots of options. I'm just checking on you.
Do you have to use a bolster?
No, it's restorative yoga, so you don't have to use the bolster. If you want to do regular pigeon, that's fine.
I may not be able to do it with this leg, so we'll see.
Okay, do what you can. And you can always back out if something's too intense too. If something gets too intense, you can back out and just lay on your mat, okay? That's in any yoga class. You should always feel comfortable to say no. I will not take offense, no judgment. Beautiful, Megan. You look good. Everybody comfy? Need help, Terry? I'm coming.
I have to keep my leg like this.
Yeah, so parallel.
Okay.
And lay down. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want a block or anything on your forehead? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, the blocks are there for you too. Oh, you know, I might come tuck some blocks underneath. Yeah, you've got yours in, Matt. I might tuck some blocks under some glutes here. So under your left glute, you might need a block. I got it. I took from yours and gave it to Cindy for some reason. Is that good?
Yeah.
You want it like that or you want it the other side? Okay. Come in, Cindy. The other Cindy.
I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know if I move.
Can you get this parallel? There you go.
And then I want to push myself up. It just,
So now
it hurts.
It hurts. Well, it shouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
So let's not do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, it hurts to hip a little bit.
There. Settle down.
Maybe,
Does that help? Here, I'm gonna tuck 2 blocks in.
maybe for a few minutes and then, like you say,
Here, whoa.
like back out of it a little bit.
Okay, so now lay down.
My hips are getting old.
Girl. Okay, lift this up. Now. Now just rest your foot. The other thing is you're all tensed up. Now we good?
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm laughing.
Is it better like that? That's why you're here, right? So are you okay now, or do you feel like you want the sandbag right here to kind of pull you down?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
This will be good for a few minutes at least.
Yeah, and if you can come out, if you don't, it doesn't feel good. We will not hold this one as long as the others because it is very intense. I think if you come out of this early, just remove your bolster and lay flat on your prone on your mat with your belly down. All right, inhale, place your hands near your armpit area on the mat next to you or on the floor, and then push yourself up like a push-up or like you're coming into cobra. And then just walk your hands back gently. And then I just want you to sit up in a 90-90, so your legs are just 90-degree angle to the side. Just sit up here and just close your eyes and breathe. Grab a drink if you brought water with you. It's also really important in restorative to drink water afterward. All right, When you're ready, we have to do the other side now. So you're gonna take your right leg along parallel to the end of the bolster. And then you're gonna prop your left leg up behind you using those blocks underneath your glute or underneath. So it would be underneath your right glute or your left knee or both. And then you're gonna fold forward over the bolster and switch your cheek out. So if you were on one cheek, the other side, do this cheek this side. I'm gonna come around and check on you and help you tuck things in. Your hips are jutting out, so just twist your pelvis this way a little. There you go. Okay, you good now? Okay. Are you good on your forehead, or you want to do a cheek? There you go. Cindy, you're good? Do you want to block out your tushy? Or you good? You look good.
Okay.
Yeah. Cindy, number 2, you look great. Megan, you look like you're gonna go to sleep. So everyone's settled. Okay. Okay, about 3 minutes on this side. Breathe. Okay, the next inhale, bring those hands back by your armpits and push yourself up, and then slowly push yourself back. Remove the props. Just sit up for a moment, that 90-90 position. I actually landed on top of a block, so I'm sitting on top of a block. Things kind of get all over the place in a restorative class. Okay, so the next pose while you're resting and taking a drink, I'm going to show you. It's super fun and won't be as intense as that pigeon. I'm just gonna grab another block here. So the next pose is called Stonehenge, and you'll see why in a second. So you're gonna take your blocks on your mat like this, just hips width apart kind of, and then you're gonna put your bolster on top of the blocks so that it looks like this. Okay. And then you're going to lay back on your back. And you're going to bring your bottom right up to it and put your legs up and then lay back. Now, this is a great one for having the sandbag on your chest or on your belly. So if you can manage that yourself, go ahead. And I will come around and just check to make sure that you don't need help with that sometimes once you're in position, it's a little like crazy. And then if you want a blanket or something like that, let me know. I'm coming around. So this is Stonehenge. So you want to cover it up?
Cool.
Go ahead. Lay back gently. Oops. You want this in back? Oh, yeah, you are coming back. Here, can you just lift your legs up for me? You don't move, I'm just gonna move it. Okay. How's that? Resting. Too far away still. Just hold up one more time. Lift up. Your feetsies are cold. Okay. Lift up one more time. There you go. Now settle it. Good. There we go. Perfect. Do you want the sandbag? Yes, please. Okay. Chest or belly? You're not. Cindy, you good? You want a blanket over your feet? You're good.
I'm good.
Okay. Matthew, good. Good. Lift your legs up. All right, go ahead. You good? Just settle in, relax. Okay. Wait 1 second. You just stay where you're at. I'm just gonna. I just gotta adjust the block a little. Okay, now settling. All right. remove any props like sandbags or blankets. Just lay them off to the side. We'll get them later. Use them again. And then pull your knees into your chest, just for kind of a counter stretch. Pull those into your chest. Maybe pull your head up to your knees. Then go really long on your mat for a good morning stretch. All right, we're gonna get into our last pose for Shavasana. It is a reclined butterfly or bound angle, or sometimes also known as Supta Baddha Konasana in Sanskrit. So if you want to sit up again, I'll show you. Many of you who come to my classes know that this is my favorite restorative pose. We're gonna have one block on high like this. And I'm gonna go with facing out, but you can also face in, it doesn't matter. And then you're gonna have one block on this height. So your blocks will be one tall, one medium, like this, okay? Then you're gonna bring your bolster over with the zipper down. You don't wanna lay on the zipper, that will not be comfy. And you're gonna rest your bolster on an incline against those blocks. Now here's the thing. If you try to make your incline too high, the blocks will fall over. So angle it kind of low and then give it a shove and make sure that it's gonna stay in place, okay? Then your body. Yeah, see? So get your blocks closer together, Cindy. There you go. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, no, Megan, just take it down. Just, nope, you're still, here, I'm coming.
I've done this before, I don't know.
I know, some days are different, and I didn't have enough cork blocks. The cork blocks are better because they're harder. Okay. There you go. Yeah, good.
Yours is
We're
too.
doing it. Good. Terry, you look good. Okay, then you're gonna back your sacrum, your lower back, right up to the back of the bolster so that it's touching it. You don't wanna have any space in there because then that could hurt your lower back, okay? Then if you wanna do bound angle or butterfly, you're gonna bring the soles of your feet together, hips open, and then you just lay back onto that bolster, open up and relax, okay? Or you can have your hands on your body, hands by your side. Other variations for legs, if this is too intense for you, because you know the hips, you can straighten your legs out, or you can have the soles of your feet on the mat. Whatever's comfy for you today. Again, this is an amazing place for the sandbag on your belly or chest. I will come around and get that settled for you. Blankets can be used. Sometimes I roll a blanket and put it under my neck, but you can also cover up with the blanket. You have 2 blankets, so do what you want with those. And then just settle in. We've got about 7 to 8 minutes of this amazing pose. Many, many times in my classes, people fall asleep and snore during this time, so here you go. I'm gonna come around and check your sandbag situation, make sure you're all correct. I'm scared to move. Okay, there you're perfect.
I don't know, mine might be sliding back.
Those are not words we want to hear in the yoga class. I'm scared to move. No, you're perfect.
I'm good,
Great,
okay.
yeah.
I feel like I'm sliding, I don't know.
Well,
But I'm good.
silent, just relax. Just let that tension go. There you go. And, Matt, you look good. You want more cover? Or you look good?
No, perfect.
Okay, Terry, you look like you're gonna go sleep. That's good. coming back to that breath. Maybe going back to that green pasture that we were in at the beginning of class. Feeling the sun warm on your skin. Feeling that little breeze blowing. It's just a perfect day. Scan your body like you did at the beginning of class. Is there tension anywhere? Send your breath there. If you're clenching your teeth, either part your lips open slightly or push your tongue against the back of your top teeth. And that will just open your mouth a little bit and release the jaw tension. On your next exhale, remove your sandbag. Wiggle those toes and fingers and come back to the space, maybe fluttering your eyes open, rolling your ankles and your wrists. Then placing your palms on your mat next to your hips. I want you just to gently push yourself up to an easy seated position. I'm actually gonna, well, no, I'm not gonna do that. So just get yourself situated in an easy seat. Then again, an easy seat can be, your legs folded like a traditional easy seat position, or if that's not comfortable for you today, guess what? You have the wall. You can push yourself up against the wall and use that. That's a nice thing, right? Or you can put your legs out long. So there are options. Just get comfortable. And you can have a little micro bend in your knees if your legs are out long too, because sometimes we're just tight, right? So wherever you're at today, just get in that spot and be comfortable. And then maybe place your hands on your knees or on your body someplace. Maybe closing those eyes again, or just a soft gaze on the mat in front of you. And then closing your eyes and breathing. Things that we learn on the mat in our yoga classes, like perseverance. Today we learned about stillness and perseverance, about holding something, right? Maybe a little bit longer than we wish to hold it, or breathing into it and using our breath to control our mind and our thoughts. And so what I love about yoga is that now you can take this off your mat into your everyday life. You can control your breathing when you're in a situation that's making you stressed out or tense, or even excited. If you're happy about something and you can't control yourself, you can control your breathing, right? You also can control your stillness. And you might find that you want to sit in stillness even at home. So now you have some things you know you can do at home. And you can do any of these things without the yoga props, or you can do them with a couch pillow. You probably have blankets at your house. So these are all things that you can do at home too when you feel like you need rest, which is so important to everyday life. So just try to take the things from this class into your life this week off the mat. Let's inhale together, putting our hands over our heart space, one on top of the other. Inhale, open mouth, exhale. Inhale, open mouth, exhale. Next inhale, let's bring our hands up. And then exhale, bring our hands to our third eye between our brows. Om Shanti Shanti, peace be with you. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Okay, beautiful class. Thank you so much.
Great class.
Thank you.
If you can just fold your blankets and stack your bolsters and block, well, the blocks go over there, you guys can do that, but stack the bolsters and the blankets next to the door over here and the sandbags, and I'll get them.